Let's talk about the Devil's Betrayal expansion for Star Saga. Here we are. This is a Rebs based, like they're the minions in this mission. Let's crack this baby open and see what treasures lie ahead. So here we have the box and the miniatures. Because it's Kickstarter, came in a separate little baggie. Ooh, that's really awesome already. So we have the tiles here, and you can see the Rebs symbol that used to be on the back of the old version 1 Deadzone cards. They don't use the symbols as often anymore. I know the Enforcer one's really prevalent, but I love little symbols, so it's cool to see that on there. Just to let you know, this is a dirty, grungy Rebs base. And then the backside's pretty plain. And then more darkness counters, and then we have some lush, jungly jungleness, because this takes place on the jungle planet. And yeah, so more handsome tiles. Moving onward and upward. The book, which is just like all the others, comes with all the contents, and then some background and some story and some environmental stuff. And then we have the goodness, which is all the missions and how to play them. This one is 6 missions long. Can't wait to see what lies in store in the bottom of this Rebs base. In the same vein as the others, this also comes with more cards, more minion cards for all the Rebs, which the miniatures we're going to go over in just a second. And then all the bonuses, all the skills, all the upgrades, all the items, all that stuff that comes with it. And finally, as per usual, we have more mercenaries and 2 bosses. So it's basically 2 mercenaries, 2 bosses per expansion. Ooh, he looks tough. He looks like the Gorilla Grodd, I think is his name. Oh, I'm gonna get grilled about that because I don't know my comics. But yeah, he looks pissed, and he has a lot of health points, so I bet he's really hard to take down. And then this guy's like a Shooty Grogan looking guy. We have Stanza making her appearance, which it's funny to have like a sniper in all these tight corridors. I wonder how she does. And then Hector Sanchez. He's pretty cool looking. You know, anyone who has one eye in space, you know, they're probably pretty scary. Let's go into the miniatures. Let's start off with the minions in the Rebs booster. So here we have a human. Looks like he's about to huck a grenade. He or she, might be a she, I don't know actually. Pretty basic miniature. Not the best detail in the world, but at the same time these are more like board game pieces and less like straight up miniatures. So I can forgive some of those smaller mistakes. Not mistakes, but just like not the most detailed I've ever seen, but nice looking nonetheless. Here we have a sphere guy. He's got a harpoon gun that might need some straightening out, just with some hot water. And then we have a cool fish hook thing as well as like a close combat weapon. Very thematic, very cool. What's going to be really exciting about these guys in particular is that they are going to pair up with Deadzone just perfectly. So it's going to be really great to be able to use them in Deadzone as well. Next up we have the Rin. So this guy is the double like pistolero guy with the top guns, and then he's got the 2 knives. I've always liked the look of this species. I think it's really neat, and I only own one of their models for Deadzone, and he was the Hund original model, so he's got the big gun and the 2 pistols, so I don't have the variation with the knives. So now that I have 3 of them, it's going to be great for Deadzone because I can start, you know, combining and using that. And here we have a Simeon. This is pretty awesome. That's the good thing about like board game style miniatures, is that usually the bigger up they go, the cooler they look. Yeah, he looks excellent. I love the helmet design and how he still clearly looks very, you know, gorilla and pissed. I'm sure he's a real tank, I like the pose too. I like how kinetic the pose is. It's not stationary. Some of these guys are fairly stationary, like the sphere guy was pretty stationary, but not all of them. And as you can see, we have the Sword Spawn, who also is in Deadzone, so another perfect 1-to-1 crossover. A brand new pose for this guy. He's doing like a cartwheel of blades or something. He's pretty cool. I love me some Sorak. I actually modded up some Sorak to be sword spawns, so now I have a whole bunch of them. I bet I could run a really sweet Rebs list with like just a ton of Sorak. It'd be really fun. And those are the basic minions. Basically, you get 3 sets of these. So there's they're all the same, but you get 3 of each of these guys. And this is just going to add a ton of guys I need to paint for my Rebs, but it's going to be even better because hopefully we'll have firefight rules or something soon for the Rebs. And now that there's some more options and choices, I think that it's more likely to happen now than ever. So, yeah, Rebs minions, gotta love them. Moving on to the bosses. First up is Sergeant Eric with a Q Umunsar. He is a Grogan, and he looks super awesome. He's got like missile pods in the back. Oh man, just got an awesome wicked gun. I'm sure it does lots of awesome things. Yeah, he's got rocket full of saves. He's got, or fusillade, or whatever, however you say that. A rotary cannon. He looks like a pretty good boss, but oh yeah, it's gonna get crazier. Look at this guy. This is the Shio Silverback. Oh my goodness, this model is massive. This model is intimidating, and he looks awesome. So he looks a lot like the DC character Gorilla Grodd, I'm pretty sure is his name. Yeah, look at that guy. He looks smart and imposing. He has a whole boatload of wounds. He punches like King Kong. He's got 5 dice in Star Saga. Look at the size of that base. I really hope he gets rules in Dead Zone soon because, wow. I'd love to take that guy as my leader. He just looks so menacing and awesome. Mercs-wise, we have Stanza. So the original Stanza model, very static pose, kind of the gun on the hip kind of thing, kind of like the sphere earlier. But this is a much more kinetic, much more action-focused pose. I've always liked the look of Stanza's armor. Again, a little bit of hot glue hot water might help her pose a little bit, especially for a gun. It was a little bit bendy, so we'll see. And last but not least in this expansion is Hector Sanchez. He has 1 eyeball, a big old gun. It looks a little bit like Cable, actually. I wonder if that's a reference. I don't know. Yeah, classic human with a gun in space. Yeah, you can definitely see on him that he needs some hot water. But, yeah, don't mind. Just get that big pot boiling and do them all at once. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah, I really love the bosses in this one. The mercs are not my favorite among, all the mercs that I've seen so far. But definitely the bosses look excellent. Can't wait to paint up them. I don't know. I need to figure out what I need to paint first, though. So many options. Yikes. Anyways, that is the models for the Devil's Betrayal expansion. Awesome. Hopefully you check out the other unboxings I do, and let's keep this train moving.